Alright, greetings and salutations. We are back. Sorry about the hands. I'm pretty sure they probably asked you some mother right now. But hey, time for twin flames and separation. So, twin flame separation readings are just for twins who are basically in between union and reunion. You know, to me, separation, true separation, happens, I say, maybe like 2 years after recognition. And the reason why I keep saying 2 years, because like I say, it takes 7 years to truly know a person, but it really takes 2 years to really get as much info as you can about. You know what I mean? So, it's the number of the day here. 3. 3 is all about higher power. You know. 3 of swords. That's going past the point of no return. You know. It's one thing saying you're going to leave, but once you get past the point of no return, you can't come back. It's like a slave calling themselves escaping from the plantation. You know, you can escape the plantation and shit, but you know, you can always come back. It's always a time frame where you can come back to where you ain't past the point of no return. Going past the point of no return is going so far away from the plantation that you know it. If you ever come back, it's over with. Like evolution, you know, choosing to go past the point of no return. You know exactly the repercussions and karma and accountability that's coming from this sword direction or decision you make it going past the point of no return, which is also pain. 3 of swords, pain, mental pain, something you registered. Then you got 3 of cups. 3 of cups is distractions to third parties, but in my personal opinion, 3 of cups is just the evolution. 3 is about evolution. The evolution of the 2 of cups. 2 of cups is the lover's card. So I know I had the 3 of cups in here somewhere. I do want to point this out. So like I say, 2 of cups is the lover's card. But even love evolves. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you love, this is you. This is whoever you love. Whoever you love, they come with a whole feeling and emotions of their own. You know, they come with different emotions. They come with maybe a child. They come with family. They come with dreams and aspirations and goals and objectives. Like they, you know, you don't just love a person. You gotta love a person and everything they got going on. This is them and their baggage. Because on the flip side, if this is them, this is you. They gotta love you and all your shit. You and your kid. You and your family. Even if your family don't fuck with them. You and your career. Even if they feel like your career is taking up too much of the relationship itself. Like everybody come with shit. That's why you gotta learn how to love people and who they come with. You can't love a person but not love their family. You can't love a person but not love their children. You can't love a person but not want them to be them true selves. You know what I'm saying? 3s, all about evolution. 3 of Wands is evolution, or the divine feminine's role, and 2 of Wands is survival. 3 of Wands is just doing more than surviving. Because birds, bees, bears, bacteria, boars, and beetles do that shit. They survive all day. We're human beings. We need to do more than survive. We need 3 of Wands. We need to take care of ourselves and our family, but at the same time, take care of people who really can't take care of themselves. Be there for people who really can't be there for themselves. Like the 3rd wand is something you doing with your time, energy, and resources. 2 of Wands is how you get paid. You ain't getting paid the 3 of Wands. Or maybe you are getting paid the 3 of Wands, but you know, you got to maintain the 3 of Wands in your 9 to 5, which is work in itself. So it's the evolution of action and behavior, the 3 of Wands is. And finally, we got the 3 of Pentacles, which is the bridge. The bridge. 3s. The bridge, we've been going through that shit since head start. Let me find the 3 of Wands. I know it's out here. I mean, the 3 of Pentacles. I want to make a good example with the 3 of Pentacles. Like I say, 3s are all about evolution. Where that 3 at, huh? Oh, yeah. So, this is the bridge. This is you. This is somebody else. I told you, a pentacle is a person, a place, or a thing. A place is a pinnacle. Pinnacle. A person is a pinnacle. Like a, I don't even know how to spell pinnacle. I ain't even finna look stupid right now. So, Head Start or kindergarten, right? Your first best friend was a person you and this person has something in common. Y'all share the same name. Y'all got the same favorite color. Y'all like the same food. Y'all like the same movies. Y'all like the same boy. Something brought you and this bestie together for them to be your first bestie. You know, if I could think back, the first friend I had was a white boy named Anthony. He was like a fucking German, Ukraine, foreign student and shit. You know what I'm saying? But what me and him shared was two things. We had like this unbelievable love for like ninjas in Japan. I was fascinated with Japan. I was fascinated with ninjas. Like, I used to draw ninjas. I used to dress up like a ninja. Like, I wanted to be a ninja as a kid. Like straight up. I wanted to like study in a motherfucking dojo, learn ninjutsu, be raw with it, and like do movies and shit. Like, I wanted to be a ninja. That was the first thing I ever wanted to be as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And that was my man's thing too. So that was our thing. Well, shit. We used to dress up as ninjas. I have a blue turtleneck on because, you know, it's GD all day, nigga. Blue. I used to wear like this blue turtleneck with like this black wave cap, or a blue turtleneck and a blue wave cap. My man's, he was like the White Ranger. He usually wore white or like black. You know what I'm saying? So I remember one time I had on this, I had this blue turtleneck and a blue do-rag. This motherfucker got on a white turtleneck, white do-rag. Nigga, we sitting on rocks meditating and shit. Like beating up motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? We both was in karate class. But what really solidified our relationship, I used to be a bedwetter. I used to pee in the bed. Well, shit, I ain't stopped till I was 13, like, whole time. Like, you know what I mean? Traumatic pisser, you feel me? Same shit with my mans. So I remember begging my mom, can I spend the night? She like, nah, nigga, you pee in the bed. Like, you ain't finna get embarrassed. Like, trust me, I ain't finna put you through that. It's best that you don't, you know what I mean? Or have him sleep over here, you know? So, I think I used to have a pee chart in my wall. So if I got 5 stars, like 5 straight days of no peeing, I got a reward. I went to therapist for it and shit. I remember I kind of had liquids after 6 p.m. and shit. Like, it was fucked up. But the fucked up part about it was me and 6 other people in my family pissed that long. I got an uncle that didn't stop till he stopped pissing till he was 17. I got a cousin that didn't stop pissing till he was 19. I heard being in bed comes from trauma. So it was a lot of shit going on in our crib. Not like molestation and no crazy ass shit like that. But we was born in a church household, and like I said, I was scared to death of hell and the devil and all that shit. That shit scared the fuck out of me as a kid. Long story short, I got 5 stars on my piss chart. So mom like, all right, you can spend the night. So I'm geeked. First time ever I could spend the night at somebody's house. I think I'm like 9, 10, maybe younger than that. I get to my man's crib. This nigga room smell like piss and ammonia, and he got plastic on his bed. And I'm like, yo, we in the same boat, so cool, bet. Now I ain't gotta feel nothing if I pee tonight, because you probably gonna piss too, nigga. And we high-fived and shit because we both peed in the bed. And that shit, like, really solidified our motherfucking relationship. So, say all that shit to say this. 3 is all about evolution. You know what I'm saying? When you build with people, it's reasons you build with them. You can't get mad at your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or baby daddy, you know what I mean? Because y'all was equals at one point. At one point, this person you hate, you love, or you hate, you was cool with, or you don't fuck with, you was fucking with. Like attracts like. So this enemy you got, you two got something alike, or you two are a lot alike. And it's just the accountability factor of the bridge. You can't do shit by yourself. Everybody needs somebody. This is a place you want to get to. You can't get here without someone, something, or someplace. You want to get a better job. You got to go someplace. You got to go to school to get a certificate to get a better job. You need a connection to get hired or to get in a secret organization or society or some shit. You're gonna have to go through somebody to get in. Nigga, you want a Sam's Club card. Okay, you gotta go to Sam's Club to get the Sam's Club card to be up at Sam's Club. It's a club, you know what I'm saying? 3. These are all about evolutions. How it deals with the separation reading. Masculine, feminine, it's time. It's time to really evolve this situation here. First card is message. We got the 9 of Swords. Okay? This is stress. Stress is something you register. It's mental. Okay? This is losing sleep, losing teeth, losing hair, losing weight, or gaining weight the wrong way because you thinking too much. You overthinking. You overanalyzing. You know? It ain't the physical ailment that's going to kill you. It's your thoughts on this ailment that's going to kill you. It's you stressing over this ailment that's going to kill you. Stress less. You're too blessed to be stressed. And I didn't really get stressed until like I say, I've been in healthcare for about 12, 15 years. I got one patient. She has like she's got like a real big sense of anxiety and paranoia and shit. So the way I deal with her is just like keeping her cool. Like, okay, you need anything? Everything all right? I just like, oh, is everything cool? Like, that's my question to her. Everything cool? You need anything? You need me to do anything? Is it cool? It's cool? All right, cool. You cool, I'm cool. Cold cheese. But when I went to the doctor with her and shit, doctor handled her in a different way. Doctor told her to calm down. Okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. Breathe, calm, breathe. In, out. She's like, yeah, you gotta get her to calm down. That's gonna bring them stress levels down. I ain't even thinking about stress levels and shit. Bad. Fuck cool, calm. When you start stressing, keep calm. Because it ain't just you overthinking. You literally raising your heart rate. You literally raising your blood pressure. You literally... What is disease? Disease, physical disease is D-I-S dash ease of the mind. You diseased anywhere up here, it's going to show up as disease in the body. But before it shows up as disease in the body, it's going to show up as stress in your head. Stress less. I go for masculine and feminine. Feminine is usually stressing off being the best person that he or she can be. Because he can be a she can be a he, you know how we rock it. Feminine stress over making a good impression. Stress over their significance to you. Or do you trust them? Or can they trust you? Or are they being too open or too vulnerable? Or are they putting time, energy, and resources into a person or persons that ain't worth their time and shit like that? Like, that's what feminine stress over. Masculines? I told you, y'all stress over the inevitable. You ain't had a physical checkup in a long ass time and you know you need to. So you stressing. Man, I feel like I need to go get this checkup. Man, I feel like I need to go to the doctor. I usually wouldn't feel like this, but something is telling me that I might need to check myself out or get checked out. And you stressed by what's going to happen when you get checked out because you know you ain't got checked out in a long ass time. It's like death. 9 Swords is a step before death. You stressing over death. Everybody dies one day. Like, that's something you're going to have to accept. You don't sit around waiting to die. You don't sit around thinking about death. Oh, I want to live longer, so I'm going to do everything that I can to live longer, live longer, live longer. I just want to live. I just want to live. You ain't just thinking you just want to live. You want to live. You want to live. You really subconsciously thinking, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. You know what I mean? So it's all mental. It's how you looking at life. It's how you coming with shit. Overall energy. Stop stressing over the inevitable masculine. Just let shit happen. You gotta learn how to let shit happen. It's like you watching your baby fall down some stairs. You know? You try to catch them, you couldn't. They too far away for you to really grab them. You know? You see them falling, you know, and you can't do shit about it. They hit the ground, they cry, you try to make them feel better. You wish you could have prevented it, but that's the way shit goes sometimes. Sometimes you gotta just let babies fall. Not to their doom and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, baby climbing up steps for the first time or learn how to walk for the first time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let them get back up. You know what I mean? So, Feminine, just stress less. Calm the fuck down. Don't get too in your emotions. You bring your stress level up. I'm telling you, your blood pressure, all that shit is affected from the shit you stressing about. Stop stressing. Bottom line, we got life. Eight of Pentacles. It's your life and everything in it, feminine. Your life and everything in it, masculine. What's a life? That's shoes on your feet. That's clothes on your back. That's comfortable bed you sleeping on. That's the car you driving. That's the job you got. That's the kids you have. That's the relationship you got. God is in your life. Your twin flame is in your life. The average person don't have a life. The average person doesn't have a life of their own. It's a lot of rich people who have no life of their own. It's a lot of poor people who got a whole life out here. Life is what you make it. Your life is what you make it. And your life is 80% of your shit. This twin flame shit is cool in the game, but it's only 20% of it. What you and your twin flame got going on in your life is only 20% of your life. Your twin flame situation don't take up more than 20% of your life. Masculines subconsciously know that. Feminines, it takes a long ass time for you to get that part. That part, like, it takes a long time for you to get that part. Masters don't consciously notice, they subconsciously notice. Like I say, masculines are like Neo from the Matrix. They're the kings for a reason. They got powers and intuition and wisdom and shit too. They smart too. On a level you not. And it's just their subconscious. They can tap into their subconscious side in a way you can't, feminine. So your life is 80% of this twin flame thing. But you gotta have a life of your own. Because if you ain't got a life, how your masculine gonna be a part of it? Masculine, you ain't even got your own life, how your feminine gonna be a part of it? Your life consists of pentacles. The things in your life, the place you at in life, and the people you got in it. Coming to this message, feminine, you got the Knight of Pentacles. This is grooming. A lot of feminines are finna get a real reset on grooming. I just said this to a reading I did yesterday with one of my clients. And, I agree with it. It's some shit I gotta do myself. So, grooming. There's 3 types of grooming. Good grooming, bad grooming, ugly grooming. Good grooming is a two-way street. Whatever you giving out is coming right back to you. You send love, love come back. You send help, help comes back. You respect somebody, they respect you. You help somebody, they help you. Ugly grooming is a one-way street. You loving them, but they ain't giving that love back. You want them, but they ain't really giving a vibe back that they want you. It seems one-sided. One person is giving, one person is taking. Whoever taking isn't giving, and whoever giving isn't taking anything back. That's ugly. It's ugly when you love a person but don't know if they love you back. It's good when you love a person and somebody wants you back, motherfucker. That's a good thing. Bad is a person who controls the whole giving and giving thing. Like a pimp. A pimp, bad grooming. He inputting shit in you to benefit him, but not benefiting you. Got you out here doing shit for him and not for yourself. And you going with it. You know what I mean? Bad grooming is the person telling you you ain't shit, that you less than nothing just for you to stay with them. Obviously you're something. Obviously you great because they want you in a way to where they ain't never going to let you go. In a way to where they manipulate you to being stuck with them. In a way opposite of what the fuck they giving you. You know what I mean? Bad grooming is also like a person, a fucking pedophile, fucking rapist, a fucking terrorist. You know what I mean? Terrorists ain't just like the war on terror, the war in Afghanistan, Habibi them, Muslim terrorists, stereotypical foreign country, jihad, all that. Terrorism ain't what the fuck we've been inputted it is. Terrorism is like the Ku Klux Klan. Terrorism is like, why the fuck Malcolm X ain't here? It ain't like Malcolm X got shot by some white motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like why Malcolm X ain't here. Nigga, that's terrorism. You understand what I'm saying? You get that's terrorism. KKK, that's terrorism. Cops, nigga, that's terrorism. A lot of terrorism that's happening around the country. These gangs, terrorism, nigga. Terrorism happens in so many forms, and terrorism is another form of grooming. License example I'm gonna use. It's like gangs. I grew up in Chicago, nigga, home of the gangsters, home of the niggas that'll pop you and shank you. About that cash, better do your math. Tuck your fucking chain, nigga. Straighten up your hat around here. And the Shy, man, they broke it down when I first moved here, man. Motherfuckers is like, yo, don't wear this color here, don't wear this color there, don't wear your hat this way around them, stay away from them, keep this shit from over there, and you'll be good. Don't go over there, and you'll be cool. Motherfucker gave me the rundown. I was sitting there taking notes for real, like, okay, thank you, bro, because I could have just been out here lacking. It's what we call it in Chicago, just lacking, not knowing how to fucking maneuver and carry myself around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you really gotta learn your way around Chicago. You hear about a lot of people dying and getting killed and getting shot out here. You know what I'm saying? You know why that happens? It's how people moving. I come from the same hood as these motherfucking rappers you see out here from Chicago doing their thing. Bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is how the fuck you move. A lot of people still here. A lot of people survived and outlived a lot of other people because they choose to move different. Aside from this gangster shit you see coming out of Chicago, you know what Chicago got a lot of too, though? Good Christian folk. It's a lot of good church-going people out here who do a lot for the fucking community, who do a lot for other people. Like, in the same way you got gangsters out here doing this crazy shit, the same way you got religious people out here who do good. Chicago is a mixture of a lot of different things. You know? But even these church people, still in the same hood, still around the same killers, still around the same gangbangers as everybody else. But one person, these gangbangers, motherfuckers gonna lose. Like, I was banging, nigga. You bang, you gotta pay the price. Like, you know what I'm saying? You live that street shit is gonna consume your life. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Like, you permit what you promote, and you promote what you permit. Saying all this shit to say this. Whatever's in your life, keep God in it. The closest God is in your life, the better off you're gonna be. The further God is in your life, the further off you is on the deep end. You know what I mean? Rock bottom. All rock bottom is just the furthest point, in my personal opinion, away from God. You rock bottom. You strung the fuck out sitting in some dirty ass motherfucking crack house thinking about doing the worst shit just to get your next fix. You the furthest away from God you've ever been at this motherfucking moment. This is the chance to get back to God. And how you get to God? You go up. What's up? God is what's up, nigga. That's ascension. When you ascend, you find strength, power, authority, dominion, courage, and valor going up. Go up. Your life and everything in it. Masculine, if you ain't got a life, get one. If you got to get a better crib just to get an even chance or a running of your feminine being in your life the way you want your feminine in your life, get your shit together. That's more important than like this money you think you need. Fuck the bread. Instead of thinking about money as the pinnacle or the focus, think about property. Think about ownership. Think about a business. Think about something pinnacle else that's gonna be more beneficial in your life than just the pinnacles you got in it. So grooming, watch how you groom people and watch who grooming you. Feel me? You got a lot of influence. You don't want to use this influence in a bad way. You don't want to just be known for karmic shit. You want to be known for good shit too. You don't want to be out here, like I say, enabling folks or creating monsters out here when, you don't have to be doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just some of your grooming process that needs to be rewired. Make sure you do that. Or else you're going to end up like your masculine here. Masculines come to the situation with the Eight of Swords. Self-imposed prison. It's a mental prison. It's an invisible prison. The self-imposed prison is. This is a false sense of security. You insecure about something until you secure something. And until you secure something, you're just insecure. You don't need a pinnacle to be secure. Whatever you need to get secured, I'm pretty sure you're already secured. You just mentally, it ain't registered yet. So you in a self-imposed prison thinking you need something you don't need. You in a self-imposed prison waiting for something that you don't have to wait for. You're in a self-imposed prison not being yourself when you can be your damn self happy and freely. This is a false sense of entitlement. This is you feeling entitled to feel like shit. This is you feeling entitled to settle for relationships. It's just you feeling entitled to. It's just the energy of like an older man who is settling with any piece of good trim he can secure and keep around for as long as possible. Because in his head, he ain't having kids in his head. She probably don't love him for him. She probably just want him for what he can do for her, and he can settle and accept that. But you lower your expectations doing that, settling. You kind of shoot yourself in the leg from good, divine, beautiful, intelligent, wealthy women that you could be exposing yourself to instead of just settling for whatever you think you deserve. When you settle, you feel you deserve that shit. Or you settling to come up on something, but that's still coming. So masculine, you in a funk, a mental prison. Get out of it. It's like I just see masculines still beating themselves up from Mother's Day when Mother's Day was like last week. You still using that as an excuse to like be an asshole, to be shitty, to fucking relapse or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might not be a loss of a mother. It could be the loss of a daughter. It could be a loss of your wife. It's a feminine energy. Whatever this is, you fucked up about. Move on. Okay? Because you sulking ain't going to get you nowhere. It's just going to get you further and further away from reality. So, feminine, you in regards to yourself, you got the Four of Swords. It's an idle mind. It's an idle mind. It's the Devil's Workshop. This is you personally. You halfway where your masculine at right now. All the Eight of Swords is, it's just two idle mind prisons locked in one. It's like you in a prison within a prison. Then you become the Eight of Swords. Four of Swords, this is too much rest, too much relaxation, too much downtime, too much chill time, too much free time, too much time to yourself. It's time for you to work. It's time for you to grind. It's time for you to really get with the shits. But instead, you stagnant. Instead, it's like you sitting down looking at the wall and you've been doing that shit for 20 minutes. You know you need to get out. You know you need to do some shit. But instead, you just like pissing off time. To where now you ain't got time to do nothing when you could have been doing it. And it's like you really allowed yourself to steal time from yourself right now. If that makes any sense. Feminines, get out your head. Feminines, get back to work. Feminines, chill time is over with. Time to get back on the grind. Time to get the ball back rolling. It's time to really get shit back moving. Feminine, you really, really been in an idle mind lately. Probably Nine of Swords, stressing, putting too much thoughts and overthinking and just overanalyzing shit you don't need to analyze anymore. Just like the masculine. Masculine needs to physically let shit go. Feminine, you need to mentally let shit go. Masculine, you in regards to the feminine, you got the Knight of Swords. This is fear. What's fear? It's making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. What's fear? This is just basically being oh my God. You basically being mentally discombobulated from a Ten of Swords that just recently happened. Ten of Swords is death or a permanent ending. That's some shit that ain't coming back no more. That's some shit that's over with. Usually when you get into this fear card, J for jump to mental conclusions based off fear. That's you making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. It's like a lot of masculines, like I said, you gonna watch your feminine move the fuck on. And it's gonna scare the shit out of you. You're gonna start jumping to conclusions. Well, what we got is one of a kind. What we got is special. I'm sure he ain't finna be getting what I was getting from my feminine. And it's like your feminine smartens up. And it's like, damn, I'm putting time, energy, and resources into this other person, this other karmic, this other guy, or girl, because he could be a she could be a he, we rock it. And it's like, okay. I said that shit to my master one time. I'm like, yo, one day, it's going to get to a point where, like, all my time, energy, resources, money, and attention is going to have to go to me and my family. See, I ain't got no kids, you know what I'm saying? It's just really me and my twin out here. So, at the moment, Like, he gets everything from me. You know what I mean? Like, my initiative to make sure he good and straight and got a little setup that I got with him that, it seems to work for his ass. It ain't really working for me, but I mean, it ain't hurting me. So, it's like all this unconditional love, all this pentacles, all this time, energy, and resources I'm giving to you, I'm giving to this cause. Like, eventually it's going to be a point where I'm going to have to move the fuck on. And that'll be my masculine's really worst nightmare is for me to do what I'm doing with him to somebody else. But it ain't like I'm doing it to somebody else in his head. Who is this person? They don't know you like I know you. They ain't got to put up with the bullshit that I put up with you. And it's vice versa. Feminine. When masculines get to moving on and getting new dips and being in new relationships and fucking with new people, you say the same shit. Nigga, they don't know you. They don't deal with you the way I deal with you. They don't put up with your shit the way I put up with your shit. So they kind of got it easier than I got it dealing with your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So, fear, masculine's just going to jump to conclusions when he sees his divine feminine moving on like Maya. If your feminine move on to be with somebody else besides you masculine, I'm pretty sure there's a few factors there. Pretty sure your feminine waited. I'm pretty sure she gave you a good ample amount of time for you to get your shit together for her or him, because he could be she could be you, not be rocking. I'm sure whatever your feminine direction she going now, I'm pretty sure she told you this shit. I'm pretty sure she let you know what was going to happen before it happened. I'm pretty sure you was already pre-told, pre-warmed up for this transition your feminine going to. And lastly, you got to see this shit. Because how else you know your feminine was going to move on? How else you know your feminine had it in her? Now you know what your feminine want. Obviously, she want to commit a relationship. You couldn't give that. She found somebody that can give her that. You sitting here like, why not with me? Oh, you forgot. She tried to. You didn't want it. So she had to, why was she looking for it? So feminine, you in regards to the masculine energy, you got the Nine of Cups. Dreams come true, wishes granted, a miracle. That deals with the masculine energy. Gotta pick another card. Nine of Wands. Ooh. Like I said, a dream come true, a miracle, or a wish is going to get granted, but it's going to come at a toll. It's going to come at a price. And I'm already full aware of this energy. So feminine, you're going to find what you're looking for. Your masculine is definitely everything you want. But you got reality. Reality is your masculine don't want you like that, or your masculine ain't ready for that, or your masculine ain't even like hip or even in tune or what the fuck you want with him right now, which happens during recognition to the new booty twins and shit. You're gonna find what you're looking for, but like I said, it's gonna come at a toll, and a toll is accountability. Told you, you can go fuck with your karmic. You can go be in a whole little demo. You got to deal with your divine masculine's emotions, feelings about the direction you going away from him, or you know what I mean? Like, you ain't got to feel bad. I tell that shit to all my clients. Like, don't feel bad about ever doing what's best for you. Fuck how your divine masculine is gonna feel by you moving on to somebody else. Fuck how your divine feminine gonna feel with you moving on to somebody else. If they're your twin flame, if they truly are your twin flame, they're gonna be happy, even if it's not with them. Why do I know if he's a twin flame or a karmic? Does your twin respect your decisions? Masculines automatically respect whichever direction you're going. Because in reality, feminine, you just flexion options that he already didn't flex before. Masculine, you just, feminine's gonna move the fuck on. And she gonna find what she looking for. Now, don't let the pentacles of this karmic masculine or the pentacles of what your feminine has accumulated thus far without you affect you in any way. Some masculines feel like when they not around, they feminine do a lot better than when they are around. So they stay away. A lot of masculines feel like they're a bad influence on their feminine. Thus they stay distant, stay away. Sometimes masculines convince themselves, Eight of Swords, that dealing with the feminine is too much. And they got to take breaks or step the fuck away or really move the fuck around for them to find themselves again. How are you coming at it, masculine? Like I say, it's going to be very difficult. You're going to see shit you didn't want to see with your feminine. You're going to experience things with your feminine you didn't want to feel. It's like you finally find out you're the third party. You finally meet your divine feminine's karmic. You finally meet your divine feminine's karmic. So in retaliation, in response to that, you finna come up on a Queen of Pentacles, which is the karmic feminine. Or this is the Khalees Bossy card, which is bossing up on a situation or your situation. So it could be one or two things. If this is a karmic feminine, you did this shit simply just to rebound from your divine feminine. You did this shit simply. It's like The Office, once again. Remember, Jim, he's the divine feminine. Pam is the divine masculine. So it's like when Jim went to Connecticut, the Connecticut branch shut down and they all had to come back to Scranton, Pennsylvania and shit, where Pam was. So, Jim came back with his girlfriend. He came back with a karmic feminine. Well, not a karmic feminine. It's technically a karmic masculine that divine feminine males fuck with. Because I definitely fuck with karmic masculine feminines and shit. Because I'm feminine and shit. But yeah, so it's like in retaliation of that, Pam went back to Roy. Roy was engaged to her for 4 years and didn't want to marry her. Roy put her through so much fuck shit. And her response to seeing Jim with Karen, that's her name. Karen is for her to go back to, God, what was her boyfriend name in The Office? Whoever the guy was, Dave or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, masculine, you finna regress. You finna go backwards. Don't compete with your feminine. And let me rephrase that. Don't compete with a woman. Don't compete with your feminine. And I'm gonna rephrase that. Don't ever compete with a woman. Should be no fucking case where a man competing against a woman. It's another reason why I ain't like Kevin Samuels fuck ass. Because you really putting yourself on the same motherfucking place as a woman. Women are superior, nigga. They take pain way worse than we can, nigga. They're stronger than us. They live longer than us. Fuck it, nigga. They can create life. Shit, we can't even do. Women got portals, nigga. We got black holes. There should be no fucking reason. No nigga should be sitting on no high chair looking down on no woman. In reality, all men are on their knees looking up at the women, at the woman, nigga. The whoa man, nigga. Whoa womb, nigga. We came from a woman. I mean, I don't know why that nigga never understood that. You talking to these bitches like this, you might as well talk to your mama like that. You wouldn't talk to your mama like that, so why the fuck you gonna talk to women like that? Like my mother used to say during my early rap days, nigga, these bitches and hoes that I see in your raps, nigga, you calling me a bitch and a hoe when you calling women bitches and hoes in your raps, right? I'm like, nah, mom, it ain't like that. Like, well, nigga, that's what it is. And I didn't get it till I was adult. My mom, I remember I've been rapping since 13. So I gave my mom a song that I can play her. I'm singing on this shit, you know what I mean? She loved it. She was like, nigga, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. She like, nigga, you know how long I waited to get a song that I can play for my friends? She's like, I'm your favorite fan. You don't realize that shit. I just hate this bitches and hoes and hate that you put it in your raps, nigga. Like, that's why I can't listen to you. I fuck with you, but nigga, you ain't got no catalog I can play for my friends. Except for this one little song and shit. And she loved that song. So said I should say this, you don't do shit in retaliation. That's going backwards. You don't fucking rebound. You rebuild yourself. You break up a motherfucker, rebuild yourself. Become faster, better, stronger, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Be a whole new creature. Like, use this, lemons to create lemonade with. Pink lemonade with. You dig what I'm saying? Don't go toe to toe. Oh, you dating, so I'ma date. Oh, you cheating, so I'ma cheat. Oh, you acting like that, oh, I'ma act like that. Oh, you acting stupid, I'ma act dumb. Eye for eye. Fuck that shit. As divines, it's maturity. It's maturity. On another level, your feminine moving on. By your feminine moving on, you're going to use this opportunity to Queen of Pentacles, boss the fuck up, to make yourself a better person, to grow mentally, emotionally, and shit. So you could be the best person you could be, just in case you and your twin flames paths cross again. Future final roll, wrapping this up. Feminine, you went to the future with the Queen of Swords, which is the Lucy Liu card in my deck. And that's just being 10 toes the fuck down on what mental direction that you're going in. So like I say, if you do choose to move on, feminine, be 10 toes the fuck down on that. Your master gonna have a lot to say. And he's probably gonna hit below the belt verbally, but hey, stand on the sword direction decision you just made. You might see some shit with this karmic you didn't know, you ain't feeling, or you was totally unaware of. You're gonna have to deal with it. Like, don't make a decision, a big decision like this one, and puss out and renege. Fuck that. This is standing strong. It's the energy of Malcolm X, basically. You know, Nation of Islam told him to shut the fuck up. Like, nigga, don't fuck around and get killed from you speaking. So you either gonna shut the fuck up and live, or speak and die. You know what I mean? Battle of the bullet, nigga. And what happened to the man? You know what I mean? Not just him, it happens to people who speak. It happens to people who 10 toes the fuck down. Malcolm X knew he was gonna die from his words, from the shit he was on, but that's the direction he was going in. I'm in the same boat. They God ain't got no subs and niggas ain't popping like that, because niggas would have been popped me. They pop motherfuckers for less. It's just telling the truth. You know, which is what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just an unfiltered twin flame channel. And an unfiltered psychic. Stand on that shit. You choose to be in a relationship, be in it. Don't half-ass be in it. Don't be 1 foot in this karmic demo, 1 foot in your divine demo. Because if you do that with this, then you'll do that with that. If you 1 foot in with your karmic and 1 foot in with your masculine, what's keeping you from being 1 foot in with your masculine and 1 foot in with another karmic, or this karmic? Nah. Accountability. Stand on that shit. Stand on that. Whatever direction you're going, feminine, stand on that shit. You definitely gonna get a lot. You're gonna catch a lot of smoke from the direction you're going. It's worth it. You just got to deal with it. Last card masculine got going to the future. He's got the Fool card. This is being unaware, or being in a whole new world like Aladdin. Just being in a place you ain't never been before. And that's probably going to be alone. Like, true separation. It's a separation reading, right? True separation. You know, you don't know what you got until it's gone. And when that shit gone, you feel that void. And from that void, you find what you like and don't like. You find what you want to feel and what you don't want to feel. You know what you want and don't. That's what voids do. You know, you might think you want something until you attain it. Attaining shit is easy. It might not have been easy to you to get this dream come true, but like I say, maintaining shit is a 24-hour job. And that's what you're starting to understand. This twin flame thing ain't temporary. It ain't just a fling. It ain't just something to deal with when you feel like dealing with it. This shit goes on. It's like a living organism. This shit is always going to be living and breathing and moving, and always some shit always going to be happening to it. This is it's almost like another person. It's like you and your divine counterpart had a divine baby. And now this divine baby has to be nurtured and loved and not neglected. And you just like stuck. You know, this twin situation is basically like 2 teenage parents taking care of a baby in high school. You don't know what the fuck you doing. She don't know what the fuck she doing. This shit new for you. This shit new for her. You know what I mean? Y'all both in the same boat, and y'all both gonna have to get this shit right for the sake of this thing between you two. And that's the message that I got. Hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. If you need readings, holla at me. Stay tuned for more messages. Deuces.